So you have these 12 grapes, and these are like a symbol for the 12 months that follow, and you have to finish those 12 grapes before the bell stops. Well, Andorra is just a really small country. It has these tax advantages, so a lot of people come there to buy liquor, to be honest. Give me the chocolate.
Hello and welcome to 20 Minutes Abroad, the podcast where we talk about different cultures from different countries. Today we will focus on life in Spain, tomato fights and Andorra, right after the intro. My guest today is Anton, who is originally from Austria but has lived in Spain for quite some time. Hello Anton, welcome to the podcast.
Hello and good morning.
The first question I have for you is, what is something unique to the Spanish culture?
Well, I would say there's a lot of unique things to the Spanish culture, to be honest. I would definitely point out in my opinion, a little bit more laziness that the Spanish people live by, but it's a very unique, very cool culture. I really loved my time in Spain, and especially also in Andorra. And it was a great experience. The culture is different to ours here in Austria. It's definitely different, but it's not like crazy different. So I mean, it's kind of easy to adapt. But there were some things that I guess we will talk about later on that I really liked. Some other things I didn't really like, and I wouldn't be happy if that would be the way in Austria. Mm-hmm. But overall, great experience, great country, and great culture.
Thank you. Second question, you can pick yourself. So we have printed out some tickets. Just choose one, and then the right.
I always go for the blue, of course, but which one is really blue? Let's take this one.
Yes. And there's a number on it. That corresponds
number
to a question.
20.
Number 20. Okay. What is a lesser-known cultural practice or ritual from your culture or religion? But let's ask about the Spanish culture, since we focus on other countries.
A ritual, you want to know?
Yeah, or lesser-known cultural practice that you experienced in your time there.
Well, to be honest, not lesser known. That is quite difficult. I mean, the one that comes to mind, but this is basically everybody knows it, is the siesta that they do in Spain. But I mean, I think maybe lesser known is the way the people gather before having dinner, mm-hmm. which is kind of unique in my opinion, and I really loved it. They most of the people gather in the group that they're gonna have dinner with before the dinner to have drinks. Mm-hmm. And because basically in Austria you just meet at the table, to be honest, and that's it, and then you say hi and let's go and you order. And there it's more, I don't know, it was more friendly. You come together, you have a drink first, and yeah, you kind of get the night going or get the dinner going like this. So this was kind of and I don't think this is so known, so maybe I would say this is the kind of cultural things.
Okay, then let's start into our first topic area. So you went to Spain to play basketball professionally there. Yes. What was the transfer like for you?
It was quite an experience. I think I was 19 years old when I got there, and especially I got to Andorra, so really small country that, I mean, you heard of it obviously, but you don't really know what to expect. You just hear, okay, a lot of mountains, a lot of skiing probably. So okay, maybe I go to Austria again. So. But to be honest, I mean, for me was a crazy experience, because first time you go away from home, away from my parents. But I mean, I was kind of used to it because I was traveling a lot with the basketball national team, so it wasn't nothing special. But still, you move your point of living to a whole different country. You're by yourself. What was the worst about it is I didn't speak the language. Mm-hmm. Spanish was not my second or not even my third language. I didn't learn it in school. I mean, I think I did No, I didn't. I don't know. I took Italian. I'm sorry, but but this is quite similar, so that helped me out a little bit. But when I got there, I just knew Buenos Dias, and that's about it. Yes, that's at least a start. Yeah. So it was a tough transition, but sport helps you, and since you have a team from day one, you have people that take care of you. So it was a challenge, but it was really cool and amazing experience that I would never change.
Nice. That sounds really good. So after you went to Andorra, you later went to Spain, so you can judge the Spanish people a bit, I guess. And the Spanish are stereotypically very loud and optimistic people. So how would you describe the mentality of the Spanish people?
Yeah, I think that describes it very well, but I also think that it's a very family-orientated culture. It's also, I would say, more religious than in Austria. A very open-minded, open-minded, really open-minded, to be honest. And also, I would say quite friendly. I mean, everybody, I think also in Austria, people are friendly. I mean, this is very common. I wouldn't say this is a trait of Spain. I would maybe say that they are very social. How do you say? Socializable or socially very. I can't think of the word right now. Yeah, very social. Thanks. That could just make it a little shorter and it works. Very social people, and that's what I really liked about it.
Mm-hmm. And so, since you played basketball there, did you experience a big difference between playing it in Austria and playing it there? Like, for example, how were the training times with the siestas and stuff?
Yeah, of course it's different. That's why I went there, because the Spanish league is obviously better than the Austrian one. Spanish league is considered to be, especially the first league in Spain, is considered to be, the best in Europe or up there. It's always a battle. So that was obviously really cool. The training is different. The style of play is different. It's I mean it is completely different. It is completely different. It's still basketball. Still need to shoot the ball into the hoop, into the basket, but the style is different. So that was really cool for me. A great experience. And the siestas were a thing to adapt to, and I didn't adapt to it at all. Like, I'm not a siesta guy. No, I'm not. I don't do siestas at all, actually. So I didn't take this from the Spanish culture with me. But it was cool. Everything was fine.
When you think of Spain, actually, a lot that comes to mind is about festivities, different festivities. So, for example, there's the tomato festival or the bullfights, which I'm not sure is legal anymore. But do you experience any, or did you have any experiences with the festivals?
Unfortunately, those two that you mentioned, not. I mean, of course, I saw them on TV and people talk about it. I didn't actually see a bullfight. I did not. To be honest, I didn't really want to as well. It's not the biggest fan of it. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care. I respect if it's the culture, but it's not like something that I was like, have to go there. I don't know. I just didn't really feel like it. So those two I didn't attend. I attended some others. I think we're gonna get there, but it's obviously the Spanish are really, really proud of these festivities, and they still have them. I think I'm not sure now, to be honest, but I think bullfights still happen. You can see that this tradition is important to the people somehow. And when you watch the videos of the bulls in the streets, I think it's in Pamplona, if I'm not mistaken now, but I'm not sure. Yeah, to me it's crazy. To me it's crazy, but I respect traditions, and I think also in this day and age we should not judge too much. If it's the tradition of a country and people are happy with it, then they are the ones that decide. So from the outside, I think we shouldn't judge. If it's not yours, then just don't go there. And Yeah, let the people live with what they want.
Yeah.
But what I always experienced is the Semana Santa, which is Easter. The other festivities, most of the time, to be honest, I was also at home. Like for Christmas, I was at home, and in the summer, I was always at home because basketball season is over. So a lot of the festivities I didn't really see, but the Semana Santa, the Easter holidays, which is huge in Spain, I always saw, and that was quite an experience, to be honest. When I first saw it, I was like, "What is this? What is going on here?" What was crazy to me is how they dress, and I don't know if anybody saw this, but they basically dress in Ku Klux Klan wear.
Oh, really?
But I was first. It's like these white dresses with these sharp hats, and everything is covered. And I was first when I saw it, and I saw the people in these white dresses. I was like, "What is going on now? This am I in the wrong movie here?" Yeah, because I mean you kind of associate this not with the most positive festivities, to be honest. That was for sure the funniest experience, and the other one was just, to be honest, the New Year's Eve, which is not really different, but there's one tradition that stood out to me, and I don't know if you heard about it, but the one with the grapes.
Yeah, I thought of that.
Yeah. That was really funny, and I was like, because when we went to, we had a team dinner actually for New Year's Eve, and it was everything was prepared on the tables. It was a very simple team dinner, like when 12 professional basketball players get together. It's not like a huge. It's just a little bit of chips, a little bit of this. Yeah, but it was really cool, and a little bit of tortilla, of course, we had to have. But and then what was funny to me, and I got to the table, and there were 12 grapes. I was like, grapes? Why do you have grapes on the table? Because it was really like literally on every plate, on each and every plate, 12 grapes. I was like, okay, is this like the starter here or something? And then they explained me, no, this is what we're gonna do for New Year's, when the New Year come before the New Year kicks in. And yeah, then they told me about it, and that I think this is like a tradition comes from Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. That where the bell, I mean, they do it before the New Year kicks in. So you have these 12 grapes, and these are like a symbol for the 12th month that follow, and you have to finish those 12 grapes before the bell stops, basically, and the bell kicks in the new year. And the bell takes about 36 seconds, I remember. So basically they start 36 seconds before midnight, and you have to finish those 12 grapes before the time is up, and if you do, you have luck for each and every month. So yeah, they called the uvas de suerte, I mean, which is grapes of luck. And yeah, that was also a quite unique and fun experience, to be honest.
Did you manage to
Of course. I mean, and if it's 3 at the end, you just be like, okay, all 3. You just gotta do what you gotta do for the luck, huh?
Actually, I took Spanish in school, and kind of like did a simulation of that situation once, where we had to eat the grapes really quickly.
Not easy.
I didn't manage to do it.
It's not easy. You underestimate it. You definitely underestimate it. You're like, okay, I mean, 12 grapes, I mean, they fit for sure. And then you had the 5th and be like, okay, it's getting kind of hard and time is ticking. Yeah, but that was funny, yeah.
It's actually a funny tradition.
It is a funny tradition, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, let's take a little break between our 2 topic areas. So we are going to play a little game with each other. We have 2 blackboards next to us, and we're going to get 3 questions. It's a guessing game, so we have to guess the answer, write it down pretty quickly.
All right.
And then we're going to show the camera the answers, and who is closest gets a point.
In which year was Spain declared a constitutional monarchy?
I love the questions. They're always like impossible to know.
Yeah.
And always picking really random numbers. So I have no idea.
But I mean, I have one thought now, but I don't know if it's completely wrong.
I mean, there's nothing to
Yeah, I know it's nothing to lose, but I just think about if it's really early or
Ready? 1, 2, 3. So you're going with 1820. I'm going with 1772.
1975.
What? That late? Crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so you get the point.
The Strait of Gibraltar separates Europe from Africa, more specifically Spain and Gibraltar from Morocco. What's its minimal width?
Oh,
That's good.
I don't know that. It's not a lot for sure. Just 0.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, I mean, kilometers, to be honest.
Kilometers.
Yeah.
Like 68 kilometers.
I think it is. No. Oh, that is true. That is stupid. That is way too much, but it's okay.
I'm going with 100.
13 kilometers.
Really? It's
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't think that.
But you can see, basically, on the I know that they told me about this. You can see on the other side if it's a really bright day and, I mean, clear day. But that is close. 120 meters. Basically, you can swim there.
Yeah. Actually, I've never been there, but I thought that it would be like a lot
Yeah.
less.
Nah, it is still, I mean, still far.
Okay.
But
The smallest country in the world's the Vatican. How many people live there?
I was hoping you go with Andorra.
And I've been there, but I've no idea how many people there live there.
Yes.
The Pope.
Yeah. Wow, that is a question. Might go with it.
Ready? So 99 people.
Yes.
Quickly 20 out.
No, it has to be less.
764 people.
See? I knew it was a crazy slow number. Yeah, a crazy low number. Yeah.
So since you won our little game, you also get a little prize, of course.
Nice.
So you get some.
Thank you very much.
You like them?
Of course. How can you not?
Yeah, but some people don't like chocolates.
It's more for me. That's good.
Okay, and then let's go into our second topic area where we talk a bit more about Andorra.
Yep.
So, since you've also lived in Andorra, so you lived in Andorra and in Spain, what would you say is the biggest difference between the two countries?
Well, number one, of course, the language. I mean, yes, Spanish is understood, but still, it's the official language is Catalan in Andorra. And what is quite unique, there are actually a lot of differences, but it's funny because Andorra is kind of like divided into two parts. So basically, the experience for me was. You start off on the low part of Andorra in the main city, Andorra la Vella, which is over 1,000 meters. So this is the low part. Then you go up the mountains. And when you reach basically the top, you are at the border to like the French part. And then you go down again to the French part. So that was kind of a unique experience. And this is the biggest difference, that they have two like completely different languages in one country, which is funny. But then when you think about Spain and they have 4 different languages basically in their country, to be honest, then there is similarities. But yeah, I mean, there are the differences are also the well, Andorra is just a really small country. It has these tax advantages. So a lot of people come there to buy liquor, to be honest. So because it has now the well, it's called in German the Mehrwertsteuer, the added tax, value added tax in English, value added tax. So, but the part where I lived, it's so much different, to be honest. So I mean, yeah, every country has its unique its unique parts, and Andorra is one of them. But at the end of the day, what I experienced was not that much different than what I experienced later, because I was just living in the Spanish part.
And the last question I have for you today is, did you prefer any of the two countries to live in, or was the experience quite similar? Or where would you go if you could decide now, where would you go more?
Yeah, to be honest, of course, Spain, since I also consider Andorra like similar to Spain. So and Burgos is where I was in Spain is a really a beautiful city. It's kind of actually similar to Graz. So it's a really beautiful city, but every place has its advantages. In Andorra, I used to go a lot to Barcelona, since it's just 2 hours away, and I love Barcelona. I've been probably like 30-40 times now. And when I was younger, I was there, so the party was also quite fun in Barcelona, to be honest. And that's why you get to like it so much. And beach and all this. So that's the advantage that Andorra had, and the other advantage that Burgos had was the city. The people were so nice. And Madrid is also close, and Madrid is also not the worst city. So every part has its advantages. Every place has its advantages, its disadvantages, and I really love both. But since I was a little more integrated in Burgos, because my Spanish was also better, I had a really nice family there who was actually renting the apartment to me and who lived upstairs, and they were inviting me so often to dinner, and they were so nice to me. So the experience there was really cool, and that's probably why I would say I would go first to Burgos than to Andorra.
Nice. Thank you for your answer, and also thank you for being here today.
Thank you very much.
To wrap up our video, I have a small sticker from you. So we have a Spanish sticker here that you can put on the suitcase right behind you.
Yes.
Kind of collecting stickers from our guests.
All right, so now the hardest part is peeling off, huh?
Yeah, we always say that we're prepared. I think we're actually never.
Should actually prepare that. I got it. So the top is not opening. We go next to friends. Yay.
The neighbors. Thank you for being here today, and also thank you to our listeners. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment if you have something to say, and stay tuned for more episodes like this. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.